Do you know how to hold a boundary so you have more time and energy to do the things that you want to do? It is so easy to take on more things that you know you're going to get done. It's what high performers and high achievers do. But there is a cost to you. You only have so much time and energy each day. Boundaries at work and at home are a challenge for most people. Instead of thinking that they're bad, think of them for what they are. They're a form of self-care. What is it time for you to say no to? What are you doing for others at work and at home that isn't leaving you time and energy for the things that you truly want to do? You can do it all for a very short period of time. Then you start overspending your energy, becoming resentful, and things go downhill fast from there. Holding boundaries is essential for your self-care and will help you reclaim time and energy that you're spending on things that aren't necessary. Let's dive in. The first thing you want to do is get clarity on where you're overspending your energy. Start with where you're spending too much energy. Note, when you do something and you feel bitter or resentful, this is your telltale sign. It could be work, family, friends. Notice where when you leave a person or situation, you feel more depleted than before it. These are things you want to stop doing immediately. You want to take that feeling of bitterness or resentment and you want to let it go. And then decide what boundary will keep you from doing that with your energy again. Another area I see clients struggle is trying to carry other people's experiences for them. This is impossible. It doubles the energy for you and them. People will have the experiences they want to have. Some possible boundary setting examples are when you don't have to tell them that you're setting a boundary. You can say something like, when I spend time with blank, I feel drained after. I will stop seeing them. I will limit my time with them to blank time, and I will see them once a year, etc. So this is a boundary that you don't have to tell them, but it's something that you're like mentally doing for yourself, or you can tell a friend or someone who can help you hold that boundary, okay? But sometimes you have to set a boundary that the other person is aware of, right? I'm working harder than anyone on my team. I'm angry and I'm resentful that I get more work done than everyone else. Next time I will say, sure, I can take that on, but I have to hand off this to someone else. Who would you like to give this to? Then wait. Don't say anything else. So those are just two easy boundaries that you can think about when it comes to setting ones that you have to tell them about and ones that you don't. The second thing you want to do is you want to define your why for each boundary. When it comes to setting a boundary, I lose most of my clients when I tell them to draw it with a person close to them. They think about the other person and it feels selfish, or they don't want to confront the other person. I get all of this. The problem is you're focused on them and not you. What will you get by drawing this boundary? More time? More energy? Will you feel free? Imagine feeling the peace instead of feeling resentful for not drawing the boundary. That's where we're going with this. What is your reward for drawing this boundary? If you focus on this instead of them, it will be much easier for you to draw the boundary. If you find yourself struggling to set or hold boundaries, remember this. Boundaries are self-care. When you set and hold a boundary, you are giving yourself more time and energy to do other things. Things you want to do, self-care, things that bring you joy, etc. Because you have the time and space to do this instead of what you don't want to do. Your time and energy are precious. By saying no to things that aren't a fit, you give yourself more time and energy for things that are important to you. I say this a lot. Boundaries let others know what's okay and what's not okay for you. They do not know unless you tell them. When you set a boundary and hold it, you are making yourself a priority by freeing up some of your precious time and energy. So the third area, how to hold boundaries. It's super important to hold your boundaries. Some people may push them, and if you let them, you didn't set a boundary. You told them you don't value boundaries, and they can do whatever they want. You will tolerate it. I don't want this for you, and I hope you don't want this for you either. The first thing you want to do is address how do you feel when you think about drawing this boundary. I'm sure you don't want to do it. I'm often helping my clients get to the root of why they're struggling with holding boundaries that actually support them. Second, it's more than simply setting the boundary, because when you set the boundary, like I said, you have to hold that boundary. Otherwise, you didn't set anything. So you do this by actually setting the boundary and then not backing down. You want them to know this is a boundary, you mean business. Remember, boundaries tell people what is okay and what isn't. And when they do it, after you've asked them not to, you can say things like, please don't do that. I've asked you not to do that. Remember, we talked about this. Please don't do this. And sometimes the boundary is intentional distance from the person. Notice I said intentional. It's not just you disappearing or ghosting them with no explanation. That's not good karma. It means you tell them you're not honoring the boundaries we've set, and I've asked you not to do this, and you keep doing it. I think we need to have some time apart, and we'll reassess our relationship when you show me that you can respect my boundaries. The fourth area is energetically holding your boundaries. Boundaries are energetic as well. Energetically holding your boundaries means that you're not going to take on their energy. Empaths love to take on others' energy, but there's an energetic exchange and a cost to you when you do that. Instead, you imagine not letting their energy come into your energy field. Don't put up a barrier, as that causes more problems later, but when someone is pushing their energy onto you to sway you or because they're angry, you don't have to let that energy into you. Protect your vessel. If you do take on their energy, it's like carrying their used backpack or a sweater. You can imagine them giving them back any energy that you took on from them or from the situation. Not in a mean way, but it's just like, here you go. Here's your energy. You can have it back. You want to work on creating clean, energetic exchanges in your relationships. Don't take on their energy. Don't give others your energy for them to deal with, right? Do unto others as you want done to you. And the fifth area, what boundaries are important for you to hold? These are the questions to ask yourself to see where you can use some boundaries. What are things that my family and partner do that upset me? What boundaries can help you set to stop this from happening? Do you feel like you're being taken advantage of by anyone at work or at home? What boundaries should you draw there to stop that exchange from happening? Do you feel like you have no time or energy to do the things that you want to do? What boundaries is it time to set with your work and your schedule, with family and friends, and even with your partner? Are there any other energy exchanges happening in your life that you don't like? How can you set a boundary here to make it better? Boundaries are a form of self-care that help you reclaim your time and your energy. No one else can set them or enforce them for you. For next videos to watch, I highly recommend this current theme I'm seeing with every client, in your 40s and unhappy, how to fix it from a medium. And if you like this video, let me know by liking it, and I invite you to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know when I have a new video released. Boundaries can feel hard to set with certain people, but these are the most important boundaries for you to set. These are the ones that are literally pulling on your energy and affecting you. Who is it time for you to set a boundary with for your own self-care?